better than we did at the end of that last game. Well, that escalated quickly. I think
Yeah.
it's a great way to describe that that last game. But we are back in action. It's 2-1 now in the favor of the player here. In the top left corner of the map, it is Axiom's Impact.
The bottom right has the Red Terran. It's MVP's center.
So I kind of feel like Center at this point has to have realized he's not going to get away with greedy. He's not going to get away with cheesy. He's got to play the straight up game versus Impact, and even that is not going to be easy to do.
Yeah. I mean, that first game went really great for him. I mean, yeah, he got some good positioning with the marine drops, with the Widow Mine hits, and of course the way that the ramps work. Sometimes he was just attacking in really great positions, but it did work out for him. And yeah, I just like, cut it with like the the weird or cheesy stuff. Because that last game wasn't really cheesy, it was just weird.
That last game, I want to stress this to everybody here. Had that SCV seen the Zerglings, had he seen anything a little bit more indicative of what was going on, that CC would have been put in the main, and that wouldn't have been over. He would have played that out.
It was like a 5-second difference between like him seeing the links and seeing that the spawning pool was down when it was, but
I mean that's even when you think about it though, that's even crazier because as abrupt as that game was, you have to understand like the decision for that game have gone that way was made like 30 seconds sooner with that scout.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen again. I mean, Impact's been getting like so lucky. I mean, anytime that he pulls first, someone's doing something weird or cheesy. Anytime that he doesn't pull first, he's completely fine. Like, the magic is there for this tournament right now, and it still is. He doesn't go for pull first, and so does a regular Reaper expand.
Well, I'm liking the Reaper expand. I'm liking the safer stuff. I may even be able to squeeze out a bunker if he's quick enough about it, because that hatchery's still not going to have that vision, but just decides to scout instead. There's not as... I'd say there's not an incredible imperative to scout the early game like this. I mean, this SCV getting here is nice, but the Reaper would have still got the job done.
6 lings. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, 6 versus 4, but this is actually different because Impact has shown us that he doesn't make 6 lings super defensively. He makes 6 lings that then can go offensive. Ooh, nice spawn time there. Ooh, sorry guys, camera freaked out for a second. But yeah, he's fighting off of creep. I don't know why he's chasing off of creep. It's a bit silly, but keeps the lings alive. Micro's the low one back.
Queens are about to pop out, so of course Reaper really shouldn't be able to do anything. It's really for scouting to begin with, so it should not get anything done. If you're really good, not even a ling kill, which so far it has not.
No, nothing did just yet in this game, but this is that whole best defense, good offense thing. Like by applying the pressure to the links here, they're not able to run past and go cancel the CC down here on the low ground or anything like that. So I like this choice. There's just so many good things about this, even though it's not clearly getting damage done. It benefits him greatly.
Yeah. We got a starport on the way. I think it's gonna be for Banshees. Oh no, we did get 4 Marines, so it could actually it might be for the drop. No tech lab on the barracks. I'm gonna go with yes. The drop will be commencing. This is what he started off the first game with, so definitely thinking, okay, that worked out for me. Let's do that again.
I like that Impact immediately goes to work on the rocks here too. Like he could sit around in front of his base AFK or chase that Reaper around all day, but by taking the rocks down quicker, opens up that path for that 4th a little bit later.
Okay, maybe it is gonna be Banshee. He does get a tech lab on the barracks. See if he swaps it over. I also got a second gas, though it's not mining necessarily. Only 1 guy on it. There we go.
Yeah, so he will be the Banshee. All right.
Okay. Well, then the Marines are just doing a really great job not letting it be scouted. 4 Marines, 2 on each side. No way it's Impact's gonna be able to scout this. But you know, a lot of certain players have just been getting like a.
Well, there is a way he could scout that. I'm just saying. Nobody scared of his.
Oh well, he did, and he was the one that got it in the overgrowth.
Yeah, that's kind of the snootiness here because it has some actual bearing, and I'm not just being a prick.
I have no idea when exactly he got it though, like what timing it was, like 7 or was it 8 minutes? I don't remember.
He's not that desperate to scout. I think a lot of what you can tell from a Terran player too, a nice read comes from what you see in the front. This Overlord here, I mean, it sees no gas here. He sees the saturation is kind of low. He knows there's not a third CC kind of as a consequence to this, but third CC is now on the way.
It's always hard to judge based on that. But what was I was gonna bring up was that like people or Zerg players have been getting just like emergency spore crawler in the natural on this map specifically because of just how prevalent the medevac drop is, and of course banshees because it's close by air. So it's like not that much of an investment. It's gonna help out later on as well. Impact though, not getting it right now seems to just be completely fine with the defense that he has. And you know what? He has a lot of queens. He is kind of like not quite like Symbol, but
well, do you remember on Foxtrot, he had that really sick spore crawler on that left side of the natural. I mean, ready for center, ready and waiting more specifically, but...
Yeah, his queens are doing what the spore crawler would have. You know, he is waiting for something, but he just didn't realize it was Banshee.
Yeah. Gonna probably bleed out a couple drones here. The big question is gonna be how many. So just 2 for now, but this number will probably go to about 4 or 5, I imagine, at least. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Nothing you can do about it until that spore completes. Does not have detection. In the meantime, this Overlord does scout the third CC. He also sees the double engineering base, so now he's confirmed, hey, it's definitely going to be bio. There's no question about the possibility of mech.
Banshee being microed very well. Does run out of cloak, however, so cannot take on 2 queens. It got a lot of damage on. I mean, 7 drones, when sometimes, you know, these things get absolutely nothing, is pretty good. Tries to go with the Hellenes, but again, just the amount of queens that Impact has is very good defending as long as they're in position.
Yeah, we don't really get to talk about it a lot, and we just kind of always briefly mention it, but I mean, no matter how many kills you get the Banshee, 1, 17, keeping it alive is kind of the key thing. Having this available for later on, for continued harass, or the continued threat of harass, I mean, I really like that it kept both Banshees alive for that matter.
And of course, sometimes they get those easy Baneling kills. I mean, with a 12-minute push out with medevacs, they do not have Aspire yet, and oftentimes their queens are pulled back so they don't die. So that the Banshee does have room to go ahead and kill a bunch of Banelings, so...
Still working on these workers pretty diligently here. Might even get the queen. Up to 11 drone kills so far, and with a sick hold position and that queen going down. Yeah, more are going to have to be brought back home. Run, Banshee, run! Oh, wait, baby? Really? With 5 health?
I did not think that was going to live.
No, not with creep here for the queens, but I guess a little bit awkward with the pathing. Either way, 2 Banshees, hype. He's repairing his army up back at home. Everything Center has going for him looks like it's going to really hurt Impact here in the mid game. Not to mention the fact he's already done a ton of damage here in the early game.
Impact just now getting his Baneling Nest. Lair finished up, you know, a couple of, it's like quite a while ago. 4th hatchery. Oh, that's a macro hatchery, actually. Next to the Baneling Nest. I assume he's going to take the 4th base where you like it. As he's taking down those rocks.
Where everybody likes it but you? Yeah, definitely.
Whenever I see Zerg players take
you're like so
not this
stubborn
space,
about it, yeah.
Take not the space, people like want to point it out.
You're like, yeah,
like,
oh hey Rifkin, you remember that time?
Jesus.
Yeah, you remember that time Solar played up here? Shut up. But alright, so he clears up some of the active too much in the middle of the map. Impact actually, surprisingly for how queen heavy you went, really doesn't have a lot of creep spread to show for it. And this isn't for a lack of trying, he's just had to constantly bring them back to deal with the Banshees. Trying to spread on the left side, not going to happen. Too many Hellions over here, too many Marines over on the right side. This creep spread is just going to be stunted. Best bet might be able to try spreading it with an Overlord later on. You know, pre-drop that creep ahead of time, walk forward, waddle down, plop a creep tumor. Whatever the case may be, he just doesn't have a lot of creep to work with.
Yeah. Well, you see, he's taking a greedier 4th could have already gone down. But he's being, decisively not greedy, and he's gonna be able to swamp Center's army, and that's pretty scary for Center. But if he doesn't, then his 4th, it's pretty late. These videos aren't gonna do anything here.
Good intercept with the Marines. Yeah, the turret was not done yet.
They tried to intercept on the left side. That would have been cool. 4th does get planted as soon as they talk about how he's not getting it. Whatever.
Oh, nice. And it's on the base over here. I really like that.
Dude, did I not just mention he's gonna do it?
I know. I'm just.
Jeez.
This isn't even something that should be a big deal or a deal, but it's just the fact that we've talked about it so much. But ooh, these slings, this is quite a bit awkward. Like, oh, hey, look at those things that shoot fire. Let's not go that way. We're still looking for a way to get into the base, but there's so many Marines, and what's great about these Marines is not the number of them, but the fact that Center always seems to have them exactly where they need to be.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he doesn't. He's not too worried about actually pushing forward here. I guess he's waiting for, one Thor really makes the Terran army a lot scarier, and it is just now popping out. So yeah, he has time to go ahead and run around with the mutas, blow for blow. And now he's maxed out. 2-2 is not done, so he doesn't have as good as he would have been, but he does have enough army definitely to start pushing that forth. And the creature is not that far out. So this is why it's so dangerous. The creature is never very far out on this side.
These helmets actually spread out really nicely. These Lings aren't able to get that hold that they've been doing every game today for Impact, where you just hold the army in place so you can select with the Banelings. But oh my god, those Widow Mines! So good, take out all the Banelings. There's like nothing left. The Mutas are going to try and clean this up. I don't know if they can, though.
Oh, the Banshees are killing so many Banelings as well. And Center, did he just win here? The Reinforcements are coming in. Impact doesn't have anything but behind this.
He cleans up the current forces, but he can't deal with the reinforcements at all. The rally of Marines too is just going to get worse and worse, and even a Thor now joining the mix. Fourth base in a lot of danger, and Impact just has nothing to fight with. Like, if he consolidates and gets these Banelings up, maybe he takes out the Marines, but even then, there's always going to be that round 2, that rally coming across the map here.
Yeah, it's too bad I didn't take his base elsewhere. JK. Anyways, Impact looks like he's going to maybe hold off this push with the amount of Banelings that he has going on. But, Center just took a really very decisive engagement.
Big credit goes to those Widow Mines. But yeah, Center takes the game, ties it up 2-2. Awesome. You know you've got a series on your hands when there's actually, like, tie games. I like this.
I'm so hungry though, Rifkin.
You know what I'm feeling on this one? I'm feeling on this one a lot. That stupid Nathanias guy got to go get breakfast. What a dick.
No, he was like, I'm gonna go get breakfast. Places are open, so I'm like, you're gonna go to IHOP. You're just gonna be so happy, and we're just gonna stay here. Yeah, I saw some StarCraft because we have passion. Thank you.